My name is Hannah, and I'm a nurse. I work at a vascular clinic in East Melbourne. Get up and, go to work. I do work some fairly long hours, and, often try and unwind when I get home by going for a swim I like to, work 5 days a week and, like to catch up with my friends and enjoy life. I'm definitely expecting a natural look, but just to slightly enhance my cheekbones. I don't want to have something done that's going to, people look at you and say, oh, she's had work done, especially, at 21. I think, just something to enhance my cheekbones and make me feel a bit better about myself. Yeah, I think, I just think if you meet somebody and they've had too much work done, it's not a good look, especially at my age. So I think, something that's done just to slightly enhance or improve the look, but just a natural, subtle look is nice. Volume I put into my cheeks. I've had my cheeks enhanced. I did have quite thin lips, and so she's put a little bit of filler into the top lip. It's made give it a bit more of a pout. And I think she put the tiniest little amount just here, just to flick it out, just so that the lips look even. So that's what I've had done. And I've seen different females, even males, around, and high sort of cheekbones has always caught my attention. It's very non-invasive, so I was happy to give it a go, and I think it was a good experience, and I am very happy with my cheekbones. I think for me, the cheekbones, it was a slight enhancement, and I think there's a difference, but I don't think you'd look at me and go, oh my God, she looks, she's had her cheekbones on, she looks really different. But for me, probably my top lip, I think that's probably the biggest change. From the treatment, that's probably been, and I've always liked, pouty lip. I'm very happy with it. The trial was a natural look and about enhancing and glamorising features that you already have, and I think that's been done. And for my age, I didn't want a treatment or something that was going to drastically change the way that I looked. But after having the treatment, I definitely think that it does make you feel good about yourself, and you can go out and be confident, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with having treatment done to make yourself feel better about yourself, or to enhance your looks, or to make you look good, and that was the thing. I always wanted a natural look, because I didn't want to change the way that I looked, but I did want to. This treatment was a good opportunity to enhance certain features that I do have, and it's good. It's been a positive thing for me.
I'm 34. I live in Sydney. I'm studying to be a naturopath. A typical day for me would be a swim in the beach, straight across the road at Bondi, and then I'd go off to school and study, come back home, have some dinner, probably go for a run on the beach, that sort of thing. Nice and active. Sometimes I think I look my age, particularly in the morning. I'd probably like to look about 4 years younger than my age, so 30. I don't think I can get away with too much more. I think probably what ages me most is around my eyes and probably my forehead and between my eyebrows, really. There's sort of that area. Over the years, I've seen more lines on my face. Much to my disgust. I think the comment I'd like to receive after I've had this treatment is that I've been on holiday and I look really well and rested. That'd be lovely. I have told my girlfriends that I'm having this treatment, and my boyfriend knows, yes, as well. Not as in-depth as what the girls know, of course.
I feel I look younger, definitely younger. I think I look about 4 years younger. I feel that my face looks lighter, and I have more confidence, so I'm definitely happier. I think for me, the wow factor came with the lessening of the lines around my eyebrows, between my eyebrows. So I felt that really aged me. I think that my best feature are probably my eyes, so having less lines around my eyes has helped for them to stand out. And now those lines have gone, I feel younger. I feel that I look younger. Most surprising is probably how natural it looks in that area of my eyebrows and eyes. No one can really notice it. They're pretty much just sort of saying, "Oh, you look healthy. You've been on holiday," that sort of vibe. So the fact that no one really noticed was great. Comments I've received, you look great. Have you been on holiday? Have you lost weight? As well, because I had some work done on my cheeks, so I think that's made my face look thinner as well, which is great. I think, when you start to hit your 30s and 40s, you're ageing and you're not happy about it. So if you can just sort of tweak it a little bit, and that just brings that confidence back, and away you go, you're happy.
My name's Edwina and I'm 39. I have a family, 2 children, 9 and 7. I work in the travel industry as a travel consultant, so I lead a busy life, what I think is busy life. A typical day is get up early, try and go for a walk before work, organise my family, do school drop-offs, and then try and do a 6-hour day at work to come home and start the routine at home for the evening. I think I look my age. I'm almost 40, so I hope to actually enhance my skin and beauty coming up to 40. So I don't hope it's not all doom and gloom after that. I probably only feel like I'm in my 30s, early 30s. I feel I'm fit. I have quite a healthy lifestyle. I'm busy, and I think if you're busy, it does keep you young. It's just sometimes you just need to get refreshed a little bit. I only want to look a few years younger. I don't want to look like I'm 20 and heading to 40, but just a few years younger would be, yes, back in the 30s would be nice. I think the bags under my eyes make me look a bit older, and maybe just tiredness. My skin looks tired, I think, when I don't get enough sleep, and I do look a bit older that way. A few more sunspots seem to be appearing as I'm getting older, so I think that makes me look a bit older. I see myself as still quite vibrant. I'm a fairly happy person, always smiling. I enjoy life, so I see a good person there and just want to, improve myself a little bit by looking a bit better. I'd love my friends to say, "Wow, you look great, you look relaxed, you look healthy, you've got this great glow about you, your skin looks terrific." Turning 40 next year has prompted me to, just maybe do something for myself and hopefully get some good results out of it and feel good about myself. Yes, I do know a number of girls that have had the treatments. A lot of women don't want to tell you too much that they've had work on their face, but then they all look fabulous. And natural look. I don't want to look like a Hollywood star. I just would like to, maybe have some of my features looking a bit clearer, sharper, nicer, smoother. Yes, but all the girls that I know that have had work done look great. I've told my husband, yes, he thinks it's a great idea. Great, give it a go. And yes, maybe turning 40 I'll look, fantastic. I'm excited about the treatment but a bit nervous at the same time, so I think once I've had the treatment done, yes, I'll be excited with what I look like. I think I look about 5 to 8 years younger, early 30s now. I feel great. I'm pleased with the results. Because I look younger, I think I'm just looking fantastic, feeling great, and I'm really happy and excited with what they've done. When I look in the mirror, I see myself as just brighter, clearer, fresher, and rejuvenated, I suppose. I think the wow factor was the cheeks. They've improved or lifted the cheeks, and hence that's enhanced my eyes a bit more. They've lifted my eyebrows and yes, my eyes look not as tired anymore. Got rid of the black circles under the eyes. So hence, yeah, feel really happy with that. Yeah, I'm quite surprised at how natural no one really has noticed what I've had done to my face. A lot of people have just asked me that, have I had a holiday, look relaxed, and so I'm surprised at how natural it's all come out and appears. But yes, didn't want to be too plastic. Yes, a lot of people have asked, something looks different, but they haven't picked anything. They just say I look fresh and skin looks healthy, and maybe I've changed my diet or lifestyle a little bit. But yes, feeling good. I'm pleased now to have experienced that it's all still natural, and it's changed my ideas with just looking after myself, my lifestyle. I feel, I need to look after my skin now, and you feel much better, more confident, and if your appearance is great, you just feel good about yourself. I would just say give it a go. You do look great afterwards. If you're considering having the treatment, I would probably make sure you consult your doctor and go for it. And it is a natural effect, and it's not an invasive process. And you feel great afterwards. Yes, I feel great and look good.
My name's Kirsten Sutty and I'm 43 years old. I'm a partner in an accounting firm in Hawthorn. A typical day most days I would get up and exercise in the morning. I exercise with a group of about 8 girls, and we either go for a run before work, so at 6 o'clock in the morning, or do an exercise class or go for a swim. Then I'd go home, get changed, come to work by 9 o'clock, and pretty much stay at work till 6 or 7, go home. That's the day. Do I look my age? I would maybe think not. I am single and I haven't had children, so maybe that contributes to the fact that maybe I don't look as old as I could if I had children. How old do I feel? I'd like to think I'm in my late 30s rather than my early 40s. I'd like to look maybe 5 or 6 years younger. I'm 43. I wouldn't like to think I'm going to look 33. That would be a bit ridiculous. So maybe 36, 37, I'd be happy with like mid to late 30s. Well, my grey hair ages me most. Other than that, I think I have a fairly hollow face that can tend to, in photographs especially, that can tend to look a bit drawn. And yeah, sometimes bags under the eyes can make you look. And also, I'm picking a lot of things here, but also around your mouth, if the skin tends to loosen up around your jowls and stuff, that can age you. When I look at myself in the mirror, I see somebody who is 43 and would maybe like to look a little bit younger than that. Definitely wanting to slow the ageing process down. Who wouldn't? I would like people to say about my look is that you just look fresh. I'd hate somebody to, whether they said it or thought it, to think that you've had something done. So the more subtle, the better. But of course, you want to get the results. But yeah, I would hate for somebody to look at me and say and know exactly what I'd had done. So a bit of freshening up, a bit of just a bit more youthful look. I think sometimes as you get older, you lose a bit of fullness in your face, and that can age you. So that's one. Everyone wants to be skinny, but it makes you look old. Oh, very, very excited. Got here early. I was so excited. That was just to leave work early, but yeah, no, I'm very excited about it, just to see what the result is. Hopefully I'll be able to tell, and so will everybody else. When I look in the mirror, I see cheeks that I didn't have previously, which is a huge difference. And I don't see as many lines as I used to. And my skin looks a lot more youthful than it used to. So I see a younger looking me. The big wow factor was the cheeks. That was the first treatment I had. And it's not until, maybe it took a week or two to get used to it, but there was an instantaneous difference. People who didn't, because a lot of people knew I was having the treatment, so their comments really don't count. People who didn't know, I've been told that I look very refreshed. They ask if you've lost weight, and just like that you just look refreshed and that you look like you've had a holiday, and I hadn't yet. So I've learned what you can do to, little bits and pieces that people can do that can take years off how they look and off their skin and improve their look. So that's what I've learned, that maybe you can just spend a little bit of money and get some good improvements, some good results. I'd definitely say, I haven't had anybody say to me that I look older or worse. They've only been positive comments. So why wouldn't you do something like this?
My name's Sean Scurra. I'm 44 years of age. I have played a lot of sport in my time. I'm in the pool and spa industry and sell pool chemicals, and very busy on a daily basis. A typical day for me is to be up at 5:30 in the morning, and it takes me an hour and a quarter, hour and a half to get to my office, warehouse. I put in a full day there, and around about 4:30, 5 o'clock, back in the car again, another hour and a quarter home. And basically 12-hour days, especially in the summer, being in the pool and spa industry. So it's a pretty hectic lifestyle. I think if I had to say I looked anything slightly older, generally because of my lifestyle recently and over the last few years. So probably more feeling inside. I feel a bit older as well. A lot of stress levels come with the job and the family and all the rest of it. So. Yeah. Well, if I had to put a number on how old I feel, I would have to say I feel mid-50s at the moment, inside. I just would like to get a better balance back into my life. Well, my wife's about 12 years younger than me, so I'd like to go about halfway and say about 6 years younger than I look now. It was a really good age when I was there and felt good about myself, so yeah, it's about six years. That would make me just under 40, about 38. I'd be happy with that for the rest of my life. What do I see? I see stress. I see a lot of grey hairs and some very quickly forming wrinkles around my eyes and my forehead through I guess a lot of tension. So just would like to relax that and not have those wrinkles there. I think up to the age of say 40, felt really young. Then all of a sudden the lifestyle starts to change. You're married, you start to have kids, your hours at work are longer, and I coached football for a while, which put another stress in the life. So your whole lifestyle, or my whole lifestyle, changed around about 40. So it definitely has accelerated after that age. So yeah, combination of obviously getting older, but the actual lifestyle changing. When you're not married, you haven't got kids, you haven't got responsibilities, and you're a little bit carefree, but that all changes. The kind of things I'd like to hear after treatment, that you're looking refreshed, you don't look as stressed as you have been. They're probably the two main, I guess, measuring sticks that I would use to know that it's really given me a good feeling, yeah. Obviously, and I look younger. That's what it's all about. Looking younger makes you feel better. I've got more chins than a Chinese phone book. You don't really realise until you see photos from different angles what you actually really look like, and that was a big wake-up call for me when there was people taking photos at a party, and I suddenly realised that overnight I almost realised that I'd aged a lot of years. You're looking in the mirror basically every day, although you might only do it to shave or look at it, but you don't tend to notice it until you see those photos being taken of you from different angles. And then it's like a big shock. It's like it's happened overnight. That's when it really hits you. I haven't really got any concerns about the treatment I'm having. I've got full confidence in the process and the people involved and the doctors and so forth. I haven't had any facial treatments before. I think the most important thing is that you still look yourself and still look natural, and that it doesn't take away your personality and your character. I know people have had treatment before or similar treatments, and they still maintain their selves and their character. So they look really natural. So I thought, well, what have you got to lose? I'm very excited about the treatment. When I initially thought about doing it, I wasn't that excited. But the closer you get to it, you start to wonder, gee, what will I look like? I think it's like anything, you know, you buy your kids a new toy and they're really excited about it. I'm getting really excited about it now. I would have to say that compared to before I had the treatment, I would look 8 to 10 years younger. I saw a photo of myself on the mantelpiece the other night, and it was around about 8 years, I think, ago that it was taken, and I virtually look the same as then. So yeah, that's 8 to 10 years, I think. I honestly believe I look between 8 and 10 years younger. I feel fantastic. One of the reasons I do is obviously because of the change in my face, but also it's affected my outlook on my lifestyle as well. So I've started to look at other areas like my diet and exercise and all the little things that I was probably neglecting before. I see a more positive looking person, a fresher, healthier looking person, and obviously younger, but also the main thing is I just look more vibrant and healthy and happy, really. The big wow factor, to be quite honest, I think it was a combination of all areas. My eyes don't look as I suppose sad anymore, so they've really lifted and I look more positive and happy. So that's probably the wow factor, was that my eyes have really opened up and I just look a lot more, I suppose, energetic, happy. As an Aussie bloke, I can quite honestly say I really, two areas I suppose I didn't know what I was in for, and I would never have believed how much difference it could make. What surprised me was probably two areas: the physical difference in my appearance, and the other one was just my mental outlook and how it's affected, really the way I look at life now. So it's really helped. Another area which has helped as well, my little 2-year-old, we used to have this game where we frowned at each other, and I tried to frown at him the other night and I couldn't look sad. He doesn't frown anymore. So it's changed the way my kids are expressing themselves as well. So they're actually looking happier as well. So little things like that, and not just my physical appearance, but how it affects people around me as well. A lot happier person, a lot fresher person affects your family as well in a positive way. My best feature, I'd have to say, would be my eyes, and the treatment has definitely opened up my eyes. I look a lot less tired, I suppose, and happier, and just more less saggy, I suppose. I don't know the word for it, but yeah, they just really look like I'm refreshed and ready to take on life. Obviously, my wife has made comments that I look young and fresh, and I look like the man that she met 8 or 10 years ago, which was fantastic. A few of my mates haven't wanted to comment, and then once I've told them, they've said, "Oh, I knew there was something. I knew there was something about you. You just looked healthier. There was just something about you." But it's probably a compliment because it looks so natural, and I guess if they were looking at me saying, "My God, what have you done to your face?" it'd be a different story. But a few little digs about having this done, but a couple of them have actually said, "Oh, yeah," just started to ask questions about, what's involved in the whole process. So on one side of the coin, they're having Aussie bloke digs at me, and the other side of the coin, when they're on our own, they're nudging me and asking me questions about it. So yeah, it's generally speaking, it's people have noticed a subtle, it's subtle but major. If it sounds like an opposite thing, but once they realise that there has been something done, they then come out and start to comment on, what differences they see. I think they're a little bit jealous. In fact, I think my brother asked me about it too, and he's 3 years younger than me. What I've learnt through the whole experience is probably to stop and smell the roses a bit in life, and have a look at where you're going. I was so busy in a great hurry with work and the family that I didn't really stop to think about myself. And what it made me realise is you need to think about yourself and what your outlook is and your appearance, because if you're not okay, then you can't look after the people around you as well. So it's really made me stop and think about lifestyle and attitude and the whole works, which is far more than the physical appearance. So it really has a flow-on effect in my whole life. If someone was considering getting this treatment done, I would say go for it straight away, because it's there's a lot less involved in it than you would think, than people would think on outward appearances. A lot less painful. In fact, I've had massages that are more painful than the treatment. So I'd say go for it.
My name is Rod. I'm 48 years old. I juggle a couple of part-time jobs at the moment, but I enjoy going out and having a good time and having fun with friends. Typical day for me varies from really day to day. Sometimes I can be flat chat going from first thing in the morning right to into the evening. Other days are spent relaxing, doing not much at all. Yeah. I don't think I look my age. I think and my looks are catching up to my age, but I'm not quite there yet, but I'd like to maybe put a halt to it. I feel very young, unfortunately a lot younger than I look. Well, I feel like 20s, but that might be exaggerating a little bit. Well, I'm 48, so I would like to look, I suppose, as long, realistically, as young as I feel. So, you know, late 30s, be fine with me. Yeah, I reckon I'd like to look about 10 years younger. When I look into the mirror, I probably see a few more lines around the eyes, certainly around the mouth and stuff like that, and they just seem to be sticking out a little bit more and more as the years go on. I think everyone's critical about the way they look, but you know, everyone likes to have pride in their appearance, and I'm pretty critical, but not overcritical, that's for sure. What bothers me about the way I look is, I suppose, that the lines keep getting a little bit deeper and a little bit more noticeable, really, yeah. The comments I'd like to receive after the treatments would be that you look great. Simple as that, really. I don't want people to be coming up and saying, oh, you've had this done, you've had that done. You just look a bit fresher. You look really natural. You look like you've had a good holiday, which I probably need as well, but maybe I won't need it after this. I don't think there's a special occasion that's prompted this treatment. I think it's just a gradual process that has sort of been coming, and it sort of got to the point where an opportunity, the timing's right, and now's the time to do it. Yeah. I'm pretty secure with the treatment that I'm having. I haven't had any treatment like this before, so there is a certain natural apprehension about what's going to happen. Yeah, I know a couple of people that have certain aspects of the treatment before, and they are always completely satisfied, and they'll say you'll get the bug, but I'm not sure. We'll wait to see about that. Yeah, I've told a couple of select friends that I'm going to have a little bit of treatment, and I think I'll just let the test be in the treatment, and the others just can tell me how great I look at the end without knowing what I've had.
Do I look my age now? No, I don't think I do look my age now. I think even before I probably felt like I looked a little bit younger than I was, but I certainly feel that I look a lot younger than I am. I'm 48, and I probably think I look about 40 maybe, yeah, which is not too bad. I think I look about 9 or 10 years younger now after the treatment. When I look in the mirror now, I see less wrinkles, but I still see myself, and just probably a fresher person in the morning, I think. Yeah. So no major changes, just a fresher look. I mean, the whole process wasn't about looking any different, and I think that's been the positive thing about it, is that I feel like I still look like me, and but just look a bit younger. It's funny because I think the wow factor is that people haven't gone wow. You know, they are just going, you look good, but they're not going, wow, you've done that or you've done that. So that's sort of like maybe the opposite. The wow factor is that people haven't gone wow. They've just gone, gee, you look good. So that's the wow factor. I was surprised at what certain treatments, how it affected the overall look of the face. Like you can put some filler in the cheeks, but that will actually affect lifting up other parts of the face. And so that's what I found interesting about the process and the treatment. No, I haven't had any treatments done before like this, but I felt the whole process was explained, what every little part was going to be doing and all that sort of stuff. So I felt good about the whole process. It was great. I am a confident person, but I think often that can just be what you show externally. And I think since having the treatment, there is a lot more sort of internal confidence that I've got. So that's helped a lot. Comments I've received from friends, from both sides, like people that have known that I've had some treatment done, they've been very interested to see the results, but it's been their lack of comments that has probably been the best thing. You know, they said the main thing is that they say I still look like me, and that's probably the biggest compliment. And they say I can't complain about not having a holiday now. They say I look like I've had one. So they just say I look refreshed and look a bit younger. Yeah, I've learned that you can have treatments done and that can be very subtle, and can just change or youthen your look up in a small way. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for. People aren't looking for a major reconstruction work and things like that. Some people do, but I think that's what I've learned, that these days with technology or whatever, that the treatments can be very minor and be very subtle. From my experience, I'd say, well, there's nothing to worry about, that's for sure. I mean, I felt like I've been in really good hands the whole time. It's a personal choice, and people can take it at their own pace. I think that's the thing, just get a little bit done at a time and only go as far as you want.
I'm Jo, I'm 57, I'm a painter. I've always worked in graphic design and retail design most of my life. I've just had my first grandchild, which I get a lot of joy out of. Love the sun, spent too much time in the sun, at the beach and all of that sort of thing. Yeah, every day is different, no 2 days are the same. I have a couple of part-time jobs which I do. I paint a lot, I see clients, I work for interior designers. No 2 days are ever the same, which is how I like it. I think I look older than my age. I look in the mirror and the person that I see in the mirror is not the person I feel. So yes, I feel I look much older. I feel about 18 or 20. Sadly, I'm not. It's not necessarily a matter of looking younger, it's just a matter of looking better. I just want to look more relaxed. I want to look, I don't know, like life is good. I don't want to look tired, and which I feel that I do look really tired. And some days I woke up looking and feeling really tired. So I just want to feel natural and normal. Well, particularly my lines around my lip, because I have been a smoker, and these lines here, I think, age me terribly. I don't know, and I just think that I've lost. There just doesn't seem to be a lot of substance below the skin. Just basically, yeah, I've lost tone, and I see a tired person. I see a person that looks tired, and it doesn't make me very happy. I just see an older person. My eyes used to be my best feature because my kids found some photos taken quite a few years ago, and they said, "Oh, Mum, you had the most incredible eyes." And I said, "I know, look at them now." Yeah, so probably my eyes used to be. I would love people to say after my treatment that I look fresher and younger and healthier and better. Not necessarily that I don't want to look different. I don't want it to look obvious that I've had treatment. I just want to look better. Absolutely, I can't wait. I am excited about the treatment, yes. I don't think I look 57. I can't put an age on it, but I've never felt 57 anyway, but now I feel a lot happier about how I look. I see a younger, fresher version of myself. I know that it's put that volume back into my face, and it's just made me feel, it just looks fresher. And that's what a lot of friends have said. They said, you look like you've been on a holiday. And I wish I had the feeling that came with that as well. But no, I just feel that it looks a lot fresher. People have said it does. I think it was, they've plumped up my cheeks. They've put volume into my cheeks. And the thing that actually was good for me was they actually injected something into the rings under my eyes, and it was like that had gone, and that's terribly aging and very tiring. Like I used to look in the mirror before, and I'm tired. I have a busy life and have 1,000,001 things to do, but I look tired all the time, and it's just difficult waking up in the morning and seeing yourself looking like that. But now I can wake up and I feel, as I said before, I feel more confident, and it's just taken that oldness, tiredness away. The comments I've had, probably generally speaking, the best comment has been, you do not look tired anymore. So I figure that's pretty good, because it's difficult not to look tired and as you're aging. So I was really happy with that. I have learnt that you can actually make changes and you don't have to feel bad about doing it. You can actually do some stuff to make yourself feel happier and better about yourself. And I don't know, people say to me, I'd never do that to my face, or I wouldn't inject, I wouldn't have that done. But I don't know why not. I think anything that can make you happier, more confident, just give you a little bit of extra self-esteem is great. Why not do it? So I've learnt that you can do it. I would tell them to go and talk to someone and find out what your options are. I can now tell people what they need to have done though. I would tell them to go and see someone and talk to them about having it done, because it's not such a big thing.
I'm 69 years of age. I have 2 sons. I like sport. I enjoy friendships, animals, walking and travelling. Always very busy, never enough hours in the day. I don't think I look I don't know whether I look my age. I think it's very hard to judge your own age. I find it hard to judge other people's ages too as you get older, but I hope I don't look my own age. I feel about 30. I'm very effervescent, outgoing, but I can be shy until I get to know people. I'd like to look 10 years younger, but I wouldn't like to look overdone. In other words, I don't want to look like mutton dressed up as lamb. What ages me most, I feel, is that my cheeks, perhaps a few lines around the eyes, and some creasing underneath the chin there. That's what I'm obvious. Oh, sometimes I look a bit ordinary, and sometimes I think I look quite good. It depends. It sounds like I'm vain. I'm not. It's just that I really want to make the most of the years that I've got left in looking the best I possibly can. I would like people to say I look $1 million. But I don't want to look, as I say, overdone. I just want to look the best I possibly can. I'm going on a holiday next year for my 70th birthday with my friend whom I've known for 7 years. He's a wonderful man. And I'm going to meet up with these special friends that I met 45 years ago in Austria. And I just want to really look good for this trip. I've told one friend, my sister-in-law, that I'm having this treatment, and my partner. And they've all said, go for it. I think the big wow factor is the cheeks. They're fuller, and I think it's made a better appearance to my face. It's given it a fuller look. I'm very happy, yes. Thrilled. I think it's been just a wonderful experience. A lot of comments were, I'm looking very, very well. My youngest son said to me when I said, can you see anything different about me? And he said, looks like you've had a bit of work done, Mum. So I had to tell him. But other than that, my partner thinks I look beautiful. And my partner was dead against me doing anything like this.
He said, over my dead body. But then when he saw me, he's changed his mind. In fact, he's thinking of it himself. I've learnt not to be nervous about having something like this done or thinking that it's not right. I think it's there for everyone to make the most of themselves, and anyone that can afford it or is so inclined, I would say go for it. I'm going to see some friends that I haven't seen for 40 years in Austria, and I'm hoping that they will be very surprised at how youthful I look for my age. I'm 69, but I think and I hope I look 59. That's without being conceited.